Those case people versus Guy Brent.
Special Lobby for the People.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of Mr. Brent, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Guy Brent.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today's the date and time set for sentencing. We have had the opportunity to review the PSIR as well as the recommendation from probation. As to the report, we have no material changes or corrections, but my client does ask that I make a brief request as to the recommendation.
All right.
To be candid, Mr. Brent does understand that the court will likely be following the recommendation and sentencing him to probation. That is the case. He is asking for a payment plan as to fines and costs. However, he is respectfully requesting that the court consider sentencing him to time instead of probation. He does understand that he will likely be
Wants to go to jail for a year.
That is the request you asked that I make today, Your Honor. He is willing to comply with probation if need be. However, given the expenses and some of the obligations, he is asking to serve the time instead. He understands, though, that Your Honor will likely adopt the recommendation.
Do you want to go to jail?
No, sir. It was just dealing with probation. Flat.
So you think it'd just be easier if I just sent you to jail?
Well, just the way this probation is just a lot right now. I'm gonna try to complete it, but I got 6-week program for program I'm doing that.
You're doing a substance abuse program right now?
All right, guys, buckle up. We're stepping into a real courtroom moment where the choices aren't just legal, they're life-changing. Mr. Brent is standing before the judge, not denying guilt, but actually asking for jail time instead of probation. Yep, you heard that right. The courtroom is tense, the judge is visibly baffled, and things are about to get very real.
So if I send you to jail, what happens to your participation in that program?
I'm not sure. I actually didn't follow up with that. I just talked to her this morning. I didn't talk to
Your Honor, if I may, I believe he would not be allowed to continue with that program, unfortunately. And I did encourage him to stick with that program and under the supervision of probation.
Tracy Clare on behalf of probation, or Your Honor, with that program that he's speaking of, he is in CCOP. As a condition of bond, he had to be drug testing. He had some issues with the testing, and I think conversation with the agent over there. Given the conversations that they had, they referred him to CCOP, which he has completed the intake and the AMF program. That's why it is picked up and adopted with the recommendation to the court.
Thank you.
That is all correct, Your Honor.
I'm still trying to figure out why you want me to send you to jail for a year.
I was unclear that it was a year, but I also have
So even if it were 93 days, why would you want me to do that?
Because I have another case on the 11th, and I believe
Where?
think they're putting me on probation for that as well, and so I'm getting a probation. I guess I have 2 probation officers, Cheryl Boyke and Teresa, and that's a lot to keep up with.
Your Honor, he has sentencing at 14 p.m. December 11th. And that is for a failed to report an accident.
You're working.
Yes, sir. Probation.
You're in a treatment program, right?
Judge stares in disbelief. You want to go to jail? He asks. Brent fumbles, visibly strained, admits that probation feels overwhelming. He's currently in a rehab program and isn't sure if jail would derail that progress. His defender quickly intervenes, trying to redirect him, but the judge presses harder, questioning why Brent would risk throwing away everything he's built for the cold certainty of prison walls.
Try to deal with some of your issues. Where are you living?
Ypsilanti.
You by yourself?
Yes, sir.
You rent?
Yeah.
How long you been in that apartment or that place?
My whole life, 26
Pardon?
years. My whole life, 26 years.
In that residence?
Yes, sir.
Is that somebody else's house or yours?
My mom's here.
What would your mother say if she knew that you were up here asking me to send you to jail?
Whatever the
What would your mother tell? What would your mother say?
whatever, just to get me over with this as soon as possible. Both cases.
So you understand that if I accede to your wishes and send you to jail, then on the 11th, Judge Washington might still put you on probation of some type.
I believe that was just dismissed, and I was just showing up for
You're
yeah, that's
dismissed.
I mean, sentencing was just to follow up with, because I reimbursed the victim, so I understand I pled no contest, but from my understanding, the judge that was sentencing me was understood, guess talked to my attorney and understood that I reimbursed the victim. And of course I couldn't get it dismissed because I pled no contest, but you know.
Here's the twist. Brent has a 7-year-old son. The judge locks in on that detail like a laser, asking, "You disappear for 93 days or a year. What's your son supposed to think?" Brent stammers, trying to explain that the boy has seen him get taken in before, but the judge isn't buying it. This, he says, isn't about convenience. It's about responsibility.
I guess I can't say it's gonna get dismissed because I pled no contest, but I doubt if I get probation for that one.
So you don't think you can do this probation?
I can't. It's just
What?
I can't.
Then why do you want me to send you to jail if you know you can?
Okay. I guess I'll just withdraw the request. Sorry.
Your Honor, if I may briefly, we would like to withdraw that request. And I do believe that this recommendation from probation is a good recommendation. And I do also believe that Mr. Brent will follow it and benefit from it. And I do believe that he'll remain in compliance. I know he is a hard worker. He works full-time, 7 to 3 shift at Taco Bell, full-time, been there for a while. And I believe your child is 7 years old, and he just does support a 7-year-old child. I believe he will.
You've got to be kidding me. You have a child?
Yes, sir.
How often do you see your child?
About 4 days a week.
How many?
About 4 days a week.
Girl or boy?
Boy.
So, what's that child think when all of a sudden I don't see daddy at all?
Well, I don't want to get into details of the case, but during the incident of the situation, he was on scene, and like I said, I was just...
No. That's not what I'm talking about.
Brent folds. "I withdraw the request," he says quietly. His defender backs him up, noting Brent is working full-time, trying to support his child. But the damage is done. The judge's frustration cuts through the room. How do you teach your son the right path if you're not there? This isn't just about law anymore. It's about legacy.
Yeah, you see him 3, 4 times a week, right?
Sir.
So if I send you to jail, how many times are you going to see him a week?
0.
What?
0.
So why would you do that to him?
He witnessed me get taken to jail the day of this incident. Like I said, I was just wrong place, wrong time that day, and I was unaware I had warrants out, so they had to take me to jail. Yeah. So it's not like he hasn't, dealt with it before. It's just.
Young man, do you understand what I'm asking you? How do you do that to your son? Don't care what he witnessed. How do you do that to your son to just disappear for a year? And worst of all, ask me to do it.
I was unaware that it was a year. I understood I had sentenced in February 3rd.
Okay, so let's say it's 93 days. It's not, but let's say that it's 93 days. Why would you do that to your son? You have an answer for me?
I don't.
Pretty stupid, isn't it? I mean, I'll just be blunt about it. It's stupid. I mean, aren't you out there trying to teach him the right way to do things?
Yes, sir.
And if you're not there, how are you going to teach you? I'm going to just say this, and maybe I shouldn't say it, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I do not understand how somebody that looks like me comes up here and asks the court to send me to jail.
Then comes the history lesson. The judge, older, white, looks Brent straight in the eye and says, "I don't get how someone who looks like me walks into court and asks for jail." In that moment, he's not just sentencing a man, he's confronting a mindset. You need school. You need history. Because this right here, it's backwards.
I've never dealt with probation before. It just became a hassle just due to the prior 3 weeks I've been on it. I mean, I'm compliant, and everything's been running smooth so far, but not dealing with my work schedule. And
Young man, tell you what I want to do? I want to send you to school and make you take a history lesson. Because if you took one, maybe knew a little bit more about your history, there would be no way you would come up in any courtroom and ask to be sent to jail. Anything else? Yes. All right, we're back on the record in the case of the People versus Guy Brent. Mr. Brent, let me try to understand your living circumstances. Who lives there with you?
I stay by myself.
Pardon?
I stay by myself.
And where's your mother live?
She lives in Detroit, Michigan. She just moved out there December 2023.
So how long has she been out there?
December 2023.
Okay. So how are you seeing your son?
I pick him up from school.
If I may, Your Honor, Mr. Brent, have you been doing that since October 25th, or is this prior?
I haven't seen him since this case, October 25th. I haven't seen him not one time since October 25th.
Hold on. I asked you how often you see your son.
Prior to the case, for about 4 to 5.
Well, you didn't say that to me.
Oh, I thought that's what you were asking.
Prince's home life is complicated. He's lived in the same place for 26 years, but his mom's now in Detroit, and he hasn't seen his son since October due to a no-contact order. The judge's questions start cutting deeper. Who's raising the child now? What's the real situation? It's clear this isn't over yet.
I was ordered do not contact, so I can't see him, I can't call him, nothing for this case.
How often do you go out to your mother's?
I just went for Thanksgiving. Prior to that, I've only been out there probably twice.
So you've had no contact with the child?
Yeah. And his mom as well.
Pardon?
His mom as well.
What city does the child live in?
He stays in Ypsilanti.
Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn his sentencing to the 16th. Because some of what's being told to me doesn't make any sense. And I'll explain some of it afterwards. And Ms. Blair, I may need you to look into something else.
Can I help you clarify?
I don't think you can.
Oh. Trying to figure out my living situation.
Well, maybe this. How often does your mother see your son?
Now since this case, a little more often. Used to be probably once a week. Now it's probably 3-4 times a week. She's filling my shoes, so.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn the sentencing to December 16th, 2024, 1 p.m. And then we can talk about what I need to check into, Ms. Blair. All right. Bond will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hold on a second. Who's there with him? So, yes. His grandmother? Not his mother. Your grandmother lives here?
She stays in Ann Arbor.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Thank you.
Mom, can I go?
Huh? Oh yeah, you're.
You say it, I gotta go.
What'd you say?
He said I'm coming.
No, you're good. I was just trying to. I'm trying to figure out the dynamics of everything, and then I saw you, and I was trying to figure out who you were, ma'am. Take care.
Final call. Sentencing adjourned. The judge pushes it to December 16th, needing more clarity because the truth just isn't adding up. Brent's grandmother is in court, but not his mother, and the pieces simply don't fit. This isn't just another hearing. It's a moment where the justice system looks a man in the eye and says, "You're better than this."